Hey guys, this is Elias with Softfly, and in this video I'm going to show you how to export metabox clonable groups and clonable fields using WP All Export and the metabox export add-on. Now guys, the first step is to get our post type, so I'm going to select that, and WP All Export says we have 104 posts to be exported. Now I created this post type just for this video, and it's a very simple one. Let's just continue to the next step and hit preview, and you will see we have here some posts. So I'm gonna take this one and show you guys here what it has. Now it has a bunch of simple text fields, right? And that text field has the clonable feature in Metabox. So that means I can just keep adding more as I want, right? Same with this single image, right? I have a bunch of images here, but in fact, it's just a single image field, and I can just clone it and add as many as I want, right? Now, guys, finally, we have here this group field, and this group contains the same two elements, right? It contains a simple text field and a single image field. Now, the difference here is that here you can clone this field and add only the field you're cloning, and in this case you can clone the whole group like so. So if I add more, it will keep adding the whole group. That means the text field and the image field. So right guys, so you can export this data with Metabox. Let me get rid of this first, right? And as I was saying, you can export this Metabox data with the Metabox export add-on, which you can get at our website. Now, once you have that, you will see the Metabox export add-on here on the right panel. And if you open that, you will see the different fields you have created using Metabox. Now, let's add the group, right? So I'm gonna get rid of the title, just leave here the group field. And if I hit preview, you can see we have here this column, right, with the text fields, and then we have this second column. Now, the reason why WP Export shows us this data in two columns, right, is because we have two fields here inside of this group. And since it's a clonable group, it has multiple values inside each one of those columns. So you can see those values are being separated with pipes, right? So this is the first value, 23 Mary Street 015, and you can see it's the same here, right? The second one is 23 Mary Street 001, and that's the same one we have here, right guys? So there you have it. That's pretty much it with the clonable groups. Now let's add the text and the image one. Let's change the order so you can see it more clearly. And here we have our text element, and the first element is one church court 020. And if I scroll here to the top, you will see we have the same value here. So that's pretty much it, guys. Here we have all the data, and that's very straightforward. But guys, if you want to know more about how to export other more complex data, maybe galleries, checkbox, radio fields, and whatnot with real-world examples, you can check out the other videos in our channel where we dive a little bit more into detail about what you can do with WP All Export and the Metabox export add-on. Now, in today's video, I'm just going to focus on these fields, right? So I believe we're already here. You could write your own PHP functions or decide how you want WP Export to return these media values, right? But as I said before, we have other videos where we dive more into detail about those things. Now, as for the export type, you could select the spreadsheet type or the feed type. And for the spreadsheet, you have two different formats, well, three actually. You have CSV and two types of Excel formats. And for the feed type, you have the simple XML feed, which will contain the same structure you have here, text, image, and group. So if I hit preview, you will see we have here the same data. We have text, right? Then we have the images, right? And then we have the group with the different rows, which are the different subgroups, right? So the same data, the same names of the elements and whatnot. But if you wanted to get a little bit more crazy with your XML structure, you could use the custom XML feed. Now for this video, I'm just going to stick with the CSV and continue. And here we have the scheduling options where you can schedule your export, guys, and make it run whenever you want to automatically. Now, this is pretty cool because maybe you can say export this every single day, right? So you enable all of these days and say at 12 a.m. and WPL export will run on this schedule. And maybe you can connect this with Zapier, right? And have Zapier email you the copy of your file or something like that. Now for the scheduling options, you have two options. The first one is the automatic scheduling, which is a paid service. It costs $9 a month, but if you don't want to subscribe to that, you can use cron jobs, which are free, just a little bit more technical. Now guys, for this video, we're not gonna do that, so I'm gonna close this. These other settings are pretty much self-explanatory, but if you have questions, you can hover on the question mark, and it will give you a brief description of what that option does. Now, if you're still having some questions about, well, any of these scheduling options, how to run PHP functions, or how to do anything with WPL export and the metabox export add-on, you can always contact our support team, guys, and we will be more than happy to help you out. For now, let's just confirm and run this. All right, and I'm gonna download my CSV and open that up to see what we got. Right, guys, so we have here the text field, right? It's separating the elements with pipes that we saw before. Here we have our image and the text field inside the group and the image inside that group, right? So if I click here, you will see we have 105 rows, which is cool because minus the header one, we have the exact number we expected. Now guys, here you can schedule your export. If you want to do that once it's exported, you can just go nuts here, or you can see the video on how to connect this with Zapier. For now guys, just remember you can find more info on more complex exports and imports using WPL import, WPL export, using metabox, or maybe if you're using Jet Engine or ACF to handle your post types and custom fields, you can import and export those too using WPL import and WPL export. Just check out the other videos in our channel and check out our website at wplimport.com. As of now guys, just thank you for watching and see you next time.